Manchester United striker Wayne Rooney is celebrating 10 seasons in the Premier League. He spoke to the MEN's Reds writer Stuart Mathieson about his desire to spend his whole career at Old Trafford, despite his infamous flirtation with City 2 summers ago.
A lot of positives, looking very much to a career at Old Trafford forever. That's basically what he's saying. I mean, he's talking about being at Old Trafford for the next 10 years. He's been in the Premiership now for 10 seasons with Everton and United, and he wants to have another 20. Doesn't see himself going anywhere else, which is great news for United fans. Which obviously begged the question that, and which I asked him, and he was prepared to answer, why a couple of years ago did he want to leave Manchester United? He doubted the future of the club, and in fairness to him, he just said, his head wasn't in the right place at that time, and really, he knew very, very quickly he'd made a mistake. He said it wasn't easy to try and reverse that situation and go and see Chief Executive David Gill and Sir Alex Ferguson, because he'd upset the club and said things that he said, I shouldn't have said them about the club. But it was better to go back and see how I could rectify the situation rather than just carry on and let it. He probably would have left the club if he hadn't have gone back to speak to them again. So he said, may hold his hands up, made a very, very big mistake, wouldn't make that mistake again, and as I say, wants to be at United now till the end of his career.
Rooney, currently sidelined by injury, also talked up his hopes of forging a strong striking partnership with new Reds signing Robin van Persie.
Yeah, well, that's very much the big incentive for him. I mean, obviously he was hoping to strike up a relationship quite well straight away. Came on against Fulham and unfortunately suffered that bad leg wound. So he's put him back 4 or 5 weeks. He reckons he will only miss about 4 matches. But the way Van Persie's playing, is it going to be hard for him to get back in? He hopes he can strike up a relationship with him, but he said, the competition now at Old Trafford is fierce, and he said it's not going to be easy, but he'll work his socks off to get back to that situation where he can get straight back in the side, score goals, because he said, scored a load of goals last season. I've started adding lots of goals to my game, so he can't wait to get back. And he said this is just a minor setback, but he says I'm working very hard in the gym. That's what I've always done to get back in the side. So, but he says, Robin van Persie, what a fantastic player he is, and delighted he's at Manchester United, and as I say, looking forward to striking up what should be a very potent partnership with him.
Stuart also told us about the Wayne Rooney he knows, the ordinary bloke inside the superstar footballer.
It's great, actually. I mean, we do talk about players if they are aloof, and unfortunately that is the case with the modern, the way clubs put a bit of a blanket, cotton wool blanket around them, and don't let them speak to the media or the press as much as you would like. But when you strip that away and you can get to speak to them, they are just very much ordinary guys, and Wayne Rooney probably more than anybody is a nice lad. Yes, you see him on the pitch and he's driven. He'll prepare to battle and fight, but he's a quiet, nice guy off the pitch. And the minute I've spoken to Wayne Rooney on many occasions, and as I say, we're doing this interview, a lovely sit down, nice, good, polite guy, no problems with him whatsoever.